Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I've got Faisal with me. Say hi. And today we're going to be conducting a mock test on Faisal. He's been looking forward to doing a mock test, so we're going to see how he goes. You looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So mock test is like a driving test, yeah? The only difference is we conduct it as a mock and they do the real thing. But it's almost the same kind of thing, yeah? Now in each test, right, so I'll just do the role play of a test, yeah? Let's say you've come for a driving test. First thing to do is to check your license. Then they take you for a number plate read, okay? So could you read the number plate on the red C1 for me?
DL07DTO.
Okay, now I'll tell you a little bit about the driving test. It's a 35-40 minute driving test.
Yeah.
And we're going to do possibly emergency stop. We're going to do one maneuver. And we're going to do some independent driving on it. And that could be the TomTom. And you've been looking forward to doing the TomTom. So what we're going to do is largely do the test loop on the TomTom, okay?
Yeah.
If you get stuck with anything, you don't understand it, you can ask me. So now I'm going to ask you a safety check question about your vehicle. Could you tell me what is ABS and how do you know if it's not working on the vehicle?
ABS is anti-block braking system. Anti-lock braking system. Sorry.
Okay, and how do you know if it's not working?
Obviously, you know it's not working because you get a little flash.
That's great, brilliant. Okay, the second question I'm going to ask you to demonstrate while you're driving. That could be wash the front screen, back screen, open the window, close the window, or put a front and rear demister on, or put the dim dip headlights on, or sound on. It'll be one of them. Yeah. And you can do it in your own time when you think you can control it and do it, okay? So drive on from here and do the independent part from here, so you'll be following the TomTom on the test route, okay? Drive on when you think it's safe, please.
Scotchman Road. After 200 yards, turn left, B6144, Toller Lane, then turn right.
Approaching the junction, Faisal signals before checking his mirrors.
Turn left, then turn right. Turn right, Smith Lane. Turn right. Razor Hill back lane. There left. At the end of the road, turn right, Razor Hill lane. Turn right.
Here, Faisal approaches a stop sign junction T junction. As he approaches, he makes a good stop. However, he emerges in the wrong gear, which is the second gear, which results in a stall, and that would be a Satan's fault. If Faisal had gone through his MSPSL routine properly, he would have remembered to have selected the correct gear. Here, Faisal checks his speed mirror check a lot earlier than actually changing the gear, and he does this throughout the test where he checks the mirrors at odd times where he's not linking it to the actual gear change or going up or down in the speed, building his speed up or when he's braking. However, this was early on in the test, so I did not give him a minor fault for it, but throughout the test I did tick him for the speed check mirror checks because it does lead up to a minor fault.
Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit, B6144, Haworth Road, then take the second left. Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit, then take the second left. Turn left, B6269, Bingley Road. Turn left.
Here, Faisal approaches roadworks in his lane, so decides to move out, but however doesn't check his change of direction, mirror check mirror, or signal either, result in a couple of minor faults.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, B6146, Bradford Old Road. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit. After 200 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, B6146, Cottingley New Road. Cross the roundabout and take.
Here, Faisal is on approach to a double mini roundabout, and he checks from afar, observes it from afar. But as he goes through the second roundabout, he doesn't really look into the right and makes an observation fault. However, there was no car on this occasion, so I took it as a minor fault. Faisal should have done in this case to make it better for himself is to move his head and actually look to the right a little bit more.
The second exit. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit, then turn right. After 300 yards, turn right, B6265, Bradford Road, then go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A650. Turn right, then go left on the roundabout and take the first exit. After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A650, then take the exit. Go left on the roundabout and take the first.
Here, Faisal is approaching a large roundabout that joins onto the dual carriageway on the left. As he approaches, he's in a high gear of 3, doesn't slow down enough, and almost leaves his lane, but then manages to control it and signals late. However, I didn't take him a serious fault here. There was no car on the right, so I took it as a minor fault for him. What Faisal should have done is slowed down more and approached in second gear, observed a bit better and signaled correctly.
Exit, then take the exit. After 1 mile, take the exit towards Bigley.
Okay, now when you can in your own time, could you watch the front screen for me, please? Thank you. Here on the dual carriageway, there is a 50-mile-per-hour limit, and here Faisal exceeds 53, 54, and is still building the speed. So I've had to verbally tell him to do 50 miles per hour, resulting in a serious fall for speed.
After 800
As Faisal leaves the dual carriageway and he's on the slip road, he doesn't make any attempt to check his mirrors for lowering the speed and slowing down. And after he's stopped, he checks all the mirrors thoroughly. And this is what's going on with sometimes of his mirrors checks for the speed. He doesn't get the timing right for it, as mentioned before, resulting in a minor fault again. Faisal should be doing is checking his mirror as he's lowering the speed and as he's changing his gear down, in line with the timing of doing that.
After 200 yards, go straight on towards Bigley. Go straight on.
Here I ask Faisal to do the maneuver for his test. As he goes round the bend, I ask him to go into a car park. He does that well, approaches well, has good control in the car park, and then does his forward bay exercise, which he does quite good. Okay, now I want you to be going steady. I'm going to be asking you to turn right off the tom-tom. So we're not following the tom-tom for a minute. I want you to take the second right.
After 200 yards, turn left, B6265, Main Street.
Now I want you to slow right down for me. We're going to be turning into the car park for the maneuver. Okay? So you're going right here and then first immediate right. Just try and take your time and keep it slow. And if you could turn right into this car park when you get a chance. Then I'd like you to follow the car park around to the left. So you're going through there. Okay, and then if you can pause for me, just somewhere around Main Street ends up. Right, so now you have a choice here. We're going to stop here for a moment, please. You can either do it to the right or to the left. It's a forward bay exercise. It's your choice.
Yeah.
You either do it to the left or to the right. You can pick one. Minus the glass, you can go a little bit further on. And if you would like to carry out the forward bay exercise, please.
Turn left, Chapel Lane. Then, at the end of the road, turn left.
So you don't want to get too close to that. Yeah, you can do. You okay? Okay. Right, if you can reverse back out towards me, and then we're going to go back out of the car park, please. I'm saying if you can follow the car park back out again. continue following the TomTom.
Turn left, Chapel Lane. Then, at the end of the road, turn right. Turn right, Ferncliff Road. Then, take the second left. Turn left, B6265, Main Street.
On this stretch of road, the speed limit is 40, and Faisal did not make enough attempt to make the progress of picking his speed up. And earlier on the bridge there, he was a little bit over the speed limit, so he has got a tendency of not making progress or slowing down at the right times with his speed. However, I gave him a minor on this occasion. Faisal should be doing is picking up his speed and making progress as soon as the speed limit changes at the beginning, and then he could be going at a medium range speed and slowing down for the next junction. Whereas he takes too long to make his progress. By the time he does, the junction is coming.
After 300 yards, turn right, B6146, Cottingley New Road.
As Faisal approaches the double biddy roundabouts, he makes good observation checks thoroughly. However, while he's checking the second roundabout, he's looking quite into it. He straddles his lane and comes out of his lane and is in the middle of two lanes, and then he corrects it. However, in this case, it didn't affect any driver, so I gave him a minor fault. Faisal should do is when he's checking to the right, is also keeping in his lane and steering ahead and looking at the next roundabout's lane and trying to keep in his lane while he checks.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit, B6146, Cottingley New Road. After 200 yards, cross the roundabout and take the first exit, B6269, Bradford Old Road. Cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
As Faisal approaches this mini roundabout, he is still in third gear, it's a high gear. However, he checks properly and he goes through, but it's the incorrect gear, which results in a minor fault. Faisal should have done is selected second gear as then to check, and the speed drops and he could pull away safely. With third gear, he could stall or the car may not pick up enough power.
Turn left, B6144, Toller Lane.
Now what she actually means there is bear left, just keep continuing ahead.
After 300 yards, bear left, B6144, Toller Lane. Bear left.
Here I asked Faisal to pull up in a safe and convenient place. As you know, in the driving test, they kind of ask you to pull up a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, and then drive off again to see if you can pull off safely again. Faisal achieves this and has good all observation and moving away safely with his blind spot check. drive on when you think it's safe, please. Directions from now, okay? The roundabout doesn't pick you up. It's a new roundabout, so I'd like you to go easy, continue ahead of the roundabout, second exit, straight across. Because it's new, it's not in the system, it's not doing it. And now you can carry on following the TomTom again.
After 300 yards, turn left, Scotchman Road. After 100 yards, turn left, Scotchman Road.
Faisal is about to miss his last turn that takes him back to the test center, and I've had to ask him that is this left turn. I think he was a bit confused with the TomTom. It's this one here, please. Left turn here. Turn left.
After 200 yards, you have reached your destination on your left.
If you can just continue ahead for me a little bit further. Now if you can pull up for me behind the red car, please.
You have reached your destination, Scotchman Road. It is on your left.
That'll be fine there, thank you. And if you secure the car, please turn the engine off. Okay, just give me a couple of minutes to finish your report off, okay? Okay, that's the end of the test, Faisal. How do you think you did?
I think they did not too bad, but
You think you passed or failed?
I think I failed.
Okay, what do you think you failed on?
To be honest with you, I don't know, but I just feel like I failed.
Alright,
Obviously,
what do you...
I stalled on the stop sign
Okay,
on the way there.
brilliant, that's one. Any idea why you stalled there?
Because it wasn't in gear.
It was in gear, but it was in the wrong gear.
Yeah.
So when you stopped, you made a good stop at the
Yeah.
right time. You never went back to first gear, okay? And you tried to merge in second gear.
Yeah.
Often this happens whereas you didn't go through your routine properly. If you go through the routine, that fault's not going to happen. You know what routine we're on about?
Yeah.
The MSPSL. Mirror, signal, position, speed equals gear change,
Yeah.
and then you're looking, yeah? Okay, so that's one. What's the other one, do you think?
The other one is can't really remember, you know.
Okay, you notice I mentioned the speed to you, you went a bit over the speed limit.
Yeah.
So we're going up to 34 and we're building up a bit more, and we're in the 30. So if you go anything more than 33, 34, and if you don't fix it straight away, you did fix it at one point, but it happened on a couple of occasions. So I gave you a serious fault for it, okay? So these are the two main reasons, although you've made the same fault twice really with the gears. So the stop sign, you've stopped and then you've pulled out in the wrong gear, hence it's stalled in the middle of the road. So that stall normally doesn't fail you, but if you pull out and merge into another road and you stall, that would be a fail. The other one was when you've come to that roundabout, turning left onto the dual carriageway. The car was just approaching that roundabout too fast. We were in third gear, and because you were in the wrong gear and you were approaching, you almost nearly lost control there. And luckily for you, you made the left turn because it's a very big roundabout and the car was quite far, and then that resulted in you even giving a late signal. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I think you were a bit maybe confused about where you were going there. But you know, remember how you approach roundabouts and what gears and what kind of speeds you should be approaching in. So you're approaching far too fast there. Okay, what do you think happened there? Maybe you didn't realize.
Yeah, it was just one of them things where you're just thinking all the time, second more than the first.
Right. So you'd approach the roundabout second gear and you would have checked mirror signals, so we didn't have any of that because you were going too quick. However, you controlled the car good. You got the signal going and everything, and it was a big turn, so you managed it in the third, but we don't recommend that there because you're approaching far too quick.
Does that count as a fail?
Yeah, not approaching it like that would be a fail. Okay, so again, that was speed and everything, but because you controlled it and everything and you managed it, I gave you a fault for it.
Yeah.
But it's not something, it could be a serious fault. So I gave you two serious. Now, the minor faults, you got quite a few too. Do you know how many?
I don't know, probably about 7, 8.
No, it's a lot more than that. 18 exactly. And it was a lot to do with the mirrors. Now you are good with the mirrors, you are checking them, but there's lots of times when you're not checking them. For example, we were building up speed a lot, changing gears a lot, that mirror wasn't being checked. We were braking a good few times, that mirror wasn't being checked. And I think you clicked on to where I started to actually check you for it a few times, and you started to check it, but it's not at the right times. That's the problem. So even if you are checking them, and if it's not done at the right times, you will still get ticked for it. So if you're slowing the vehicle down, you'll be checking that mirror in conjunction with just as you're slowing down or just before. And it's the same when you're about to build the speed up, you'd be checking it just as you're building it up, not afterwards, and not when we've stopped, for example. Yeah, so we need to get that sequence a bit more better. And there was a few occasions, about 3 exactly, where you didn't get the mirrors in signaling.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the times you were good with them though, but you know, you got about 15-20 turns going on, so you are going to make some mistake somewhere with it. They will tick you for it. Okay, so your forward bay was good, you managed that quite well, and overall drive was good apart from them things.
Yeah.
You know, so your main thing was your gear, pulling out of the stop sign. Also at the roundabout, turning first exit left, it was in the wrong gear, speed approach was too fast there, but you controlled it, so I gave you a tick for approaching junction speed. Yeah, signal was late there, however it didn't affect me, so I ticked it as a fault. So your two main faults are for the speed and stalling, pulling out on the junction. And then minors, we can work on that. You need to bring them below to 16. Okay. So how do you feel about that? It was your first mock test. It was a good try, I think. So you did quite well. Okay. So we will be doing more, and we might do different routes, or we might even do signs next time. Okay. Yeah? You happy now you done your first mock test?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
At least I know where I stand now. innit?
Yeah, exactly. And I think you did quite well, considering it was your first one. Okay. Okay, folks, that's all for this video. If you like that, hit the like, subscribe, switch on your notifications for the coming videos. Thank you for watching.